From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good Game 1 as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. The first pitch just minutes away. Just about ready to go, and towing the slab, Bobby Miller. What do you got on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And he's out on right there. The batter now, Jordan Westbrook. Right through there for a strike. Shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
2 balls,
way inside.
2 strikes. We got full count.
1 out, base is empty. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Right side. And he makes the catch. 2 down. Lau at the plate. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls,
really good
2 strikes.
back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
1 ball, 2
And
strikes.
Is 1-2. It misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in L.A. on the hill here today, Ryan Pepiot. What's the scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. Mookie Betts will get us started. Mookie Betts was the MVP in 2018. Perhaps no player on either team embodies what successful postseason offense looks like than Mookie Betts. There's the sign of the game. before the pitch he steps up. Just missed. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. And he deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Meisner. 1 away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBI.
Takes low for
ball 1.
Swing and miss as he was late.
1-1. Ball inside.
Just business. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
The velocity is blasting right past him. That now will be Will Smith.
Yeah.
Strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1.
That one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Gets it to first. And the inning is over. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. And now the DH, in the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end.
Nope, that's the ball.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so
1-0.
pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that can cost your team the season.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reaching for it and breaks it in. Here's Tyler O'Neill. In his 7th season, 29 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 2 strikes. Nope,
Ball misses
outside.
outside. Swings through it. 2 outs, base is empty. Jonathan Orengo next to hit for the Rays. Now a step off the rubber to reset. That comes in for a strike. Foul ball. Second inning here, no score. Goes down looking. Game 1 of the NLCS. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Pepio back to work.
That's the ball.
Missed.
Ball one, no strike.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count. What do you got?
Checks the swing. Now to field to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing.
One ball, two strikes.
Up high.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, look for something down in the zone, but not too far.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. Here comes Max Muncy.
Inside, ball one.
Just missed. Off the
That's
mark
ball
there.
two.
And that's ball two. There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Muncy hits one in the air. Meister settles under this one. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. New inning getting started. Now, Davis Snyder.
First pitch fastball, he's in for a strike. Hitters meeting preview. This lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talk about.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Top of the third, no score.
No, inside.
Here is James McCann, a guy who's turned himself into a good trainer. Originally drafted by the Tigers, second-round pick in 11. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That's down and in.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Kick. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pappas. Delivers pitch in for a strike at 95. Big swing and miss.
Another 0-2 count.
No balls, 2
Just
strikes.
in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swings and misses on the baseball up in the zone for the strikeout. And now, the Sun King. Corner infielders up in the grass expecting a bunt. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1. One ball, one strike.
Next off, that's foul.
That's a ball.
Miss.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Miguel Rojas at the plate. On the ground. On the run. Throw to first.
He's out.
Got the out. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now the third baseman, Jackson Holliday. Misses
Ball,
inside.
that's inside.
And that's ball one. That
So
misses
that's off the
off
plate.
the
Ball
outside
2.
edge. And that is downstairs. Now 3-0.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw in the fastball.
This is downstairs, and that's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake the team up with the free pass.
And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Late swing, fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
One ball,
Pitch out.
2 strikes.
But no action.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Double play ball to second. Off balance.
He's up.
There's one.
He's in there.
Chance at the
Got
first.
him.
Wow, out of the play. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Junior Caminero. He's 0 for 1. That's
Ball,
inside.
that's inside.
And that is ball 1. That one
Ball,
drifts
that's in.
inside.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either hit hard
Ball,
to the
that's
full
out.
side, or the fans better look out for the stands.
The Rays still looking looking for their first hit in this list. Late swing fouled off. Up the middle. Throw on to Freeman, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Mookie Betts. Got foul to play. Next
Off the
pitch
plate,
is
ball
outside.
1.
Inside edge. That one ripped. And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can win. This is a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Otani in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity to say and get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit. Harder order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
And that one fouled off. All tied up. We're in game 1 of the NLCS. This one in the air center field. Has a lead on it. Squeezes it. And there's one down. Up to the plate is Will Smith. Driving out is Urshela. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing to do.
0-1's the count.
Cutting to a pitch for this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average.
That's a ball.
It's allowed him to pitch well up into
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Betts, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's
Nope.
inside.
That's inside.
It's 2-1. Ground ball could be 2. Over to left.
Out.
And that's 2. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Miller back to work. Muncy sends it to first. One up, one down. Jonathan Aranda will
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Inside, ball 1.
the inside edge. Ball 1.
Well, you call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, he doesn't love it. He's not going to swing that early in the fight.
Davis Snyder next to hit for the Rays. Wide to right his first time. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Game 1 of the NLCS. Next to the dish is Freddie. That's grounded away.
You know, these Dodgers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early enough. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Two balls, one strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. He was a strikeout victim his first time. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Ryan Baker. Well,
They didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to beat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
1-1.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens, and just seeing which manager can match out better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Fly ball right through it. Foul it back. Got one out of Giving the lead in the fifth. It's 1-0. One out, bases in. This Bunsey is 0 for 1 with a fly out for second. Ground ball. That one handled. They get the out on Muncy.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that pretty early.
2 down, bases empty. Andy Costa steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Cut down on just 3 pitches last week.
That hits the inside corner for a strike.
More and more guys are missing the slug.
Two strikes.
In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on this occurring.
That's a little bit high. Count 1-2.
Good. I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
Good eye in that
outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Boyle's a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swinging away. And that's that. Back here in L.A., and now here's the speed threat. Outfielder Cameron Meisner. Bunch attempt, but that goes back.
Ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track. Maybe a It's only 2.
No ball,
I'd say that
2
stayed in
strikes.
the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling at all.
Catches the fastball. Struck him out. Stepping in for the Rays, Jackson Holliday.
Tried to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively. And that one is inside.
With the go-ahead run at the plate in Game 1 of the NLCS. And the count 1-2 after the swing in the middle.
1 ball,
Definitely
2
got the
strikes.
hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
There's another straight strikeout. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay. Jordan Westbrook.
Count 1-0.
Takes the ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Runner on the base.
1 ball,
Out there. And the inning is over. And we're back. Now at the plate, Ha-Seong Kim. Corner infielders up in the grass expecting a bunt. And a good fastball to start him off. Strike 1.
0-1.
Foul ball. Pitches
1 ball,
in the dirt.
2 strikes.
1-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. This is the strikeout. And now Miguel Rojas. We talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch
that ball went
misses.
out.
And you played behind guys, they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those
I got
elite
1 ball,
defenders
1
behind
strike.
them. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slot, and defense should be there. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Pitcher on here, Edwin Lucetta. The next to hit takes outside. and
That's ball two.
Ball two. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Swings through that.
2-2 down.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Top of inning number 7. Here's the short stop at the plate. Jordan Westbrook. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing the foul out of play. Strikes that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ball that down.
That misses outside. He's under it. Makes the grab. And there's one down. Brandon Lott digs in now. 2 in this one. The first pitch misses for ball 1. That one catches the corner.
This guy's got a great feel for the baseball.
That's off the
in.
mark,
Ball
but
2.
it's 2 and 1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. He feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff. Stay with him.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls,
2 balls,
2
2 strikes. And he couldn't hold Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Still no hits on the board. One out away from taking the no-no into the inning. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Nobody on. That is out of play. Rays down by a run. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the DH. Shohei Ohtani. on the pitch out of the pen here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when a opposing team did that to me.
Lots of pop at the plate. Upward playing back almost on the warning track. There's the strike.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there.
Right?
Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
And that is strike two.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Outside, that's a ball.
Outside part of the plate.
Really nice slider right there. Sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
He takes it on his own. Barely got it to the out close play. Will Smith.
What do you got?
Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Base is empty, one away. Here in the late stages of game one. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Ball, one strike.
That's cheddar, baby.
In the air, center field. Westbrook sizes this one up. Calls it in. And there's two away. With Freddie Freeman down. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss.
1-1. 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a lower fastball for some pitchers.
Outside low. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
In the air, left side. Snyder sizing this one up. Makes the catch and a goal. In the top of the 8th, and now Tyler O'Neill. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th.
Man, you're playing with fire starting off with the fastball in the zone, but didn't end up hurting.
Late time, it's strike 2.
Just able to catch up to that velocity.
Just off the inside edge.
He's in there.
to hold a 1-run lead in Game 1 of the NLCS.
That's a ball.
Upstairs.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
He bunts, but that's foul. Strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
He's the center fielder, Cameron Meister.
This is where the no-hit bid really starts feeling real, but it's still a long ways to go. Well, this spot is looking to get through with it. Go ahead, run on this.
Ball that's outside.
Just a little too quick on that. Front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
On the ground, could be 2. Off down the street, there's 1. Double play, in and over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Offering is fouled off. That one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses. 1-2. Ground right side, and that's just foul. Ground ball to first. Noel
He's out.
Himself, and that's one away. But the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. That one off the mark. Ball one. On the ground, right side. And it's through for a hit. Check on the runner. Back to their standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Foul ball there. With a move to first.
No, he's in there.
Ruiz back in on the dive. Only one more disengagement left after that move.
One ball, one strike.
Pitch out, nothing doing, but that's ball one. Ruiz, at first, one gone. Swing and a miss. And he got him to chase.
One ball, two strikes.
Swing and he is down out strikes for the third straight at bat. So up next, Hesung Kim. Kickoff throw. Ruiz dives back in safe.
Ball inside.
And it's fouled off. Inside, just missed. Kelly takes over. Ruiz back to the dive. In the air, out towards right center. Rosario in position, brings it in. That is the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's the catcher, James McCann. goal in this big.
Physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, I think what's most important is seeing the strong guys and get out there. Sure, the adrenaline is fully wrapped up with this player as well.
Ball back inside.
He's off the ball.
To the right side. Heads to the top. Only one out remaining. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jordan Westbrook. As a no-hit bid comes ready for the one more out to get. One strike away from securing game one.
Well, no hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool when they combine those hitters. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.
A ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Bruce, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
The final 1-0. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.